Bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Rock, paper, scissors. Larry, Moe, and Curly. Have you ever noticed how things that come in threes are just naturally better? I mean, one is just such a lonely number, and two, well, what's two but a pair of ones? But three, now we're talking, and Spidi knows the magic of this number, and they've applied it to their step-in armor line. Now, good things do indeed come in threes, and Spidi would like you to consider their interesting approach to a do-it-all jacket system, the step-in armor. Now, what exactly is it? It's basically an armored mesh jacket, a thermal liner, and a waterproof outer shell designed to work as a system and/or to be worn as separates. Mix and match or add and subtract as you see fit for the riding conditions that you ride in. Now, a layering system for riding gear, not exactly big news, but Spidi's unusual approach, I think, is what makes it perfect, in my mind at least, for our local riding conditions. The base layer is the armored mesh jacket. Temperature drops, you add the thermal liner on top of the jacket that you're already wearing. Now, riding into some rain, you add the waterproof outer shell on top of either layer to stay dry. So you mean we don't have to overheat because we're wearing four-season riding gear in the middle of a tropical country? Nor do we need to struggle with a waterproof liner that sometimes goes underneath the jacket, right? My God, it's a eureka moment. The name of the game here is versatility. The CE certified armored mesh is light and breezy, and it's cut to suit a variety of needs. It's pretty slim, it's pretty stylish. I'd say it's optimized for a more upright riding position. It's not long like a full-blown adventure jacket, but neither is it cropped or cut for a crouch of a racier position. But I think it will do that job too if you need it to, by the way. It'll work on an adventure ride. You can rock this when you're on a modern retro bike, or you can put it on when you need to run to the shops on your scooter. This jacket does it all. Now, layer 2 is the thermal layer. It's designed to go on top of the jacket, which I think is absolutely brilliant. You can add it on only when it gets cold so that the jacket on its own always stays breezy. Now, if you're lucky enough to be riding up in the mountains, you'll need it, or even better, if you're riding overseas, for example, you can use this to stay warm by simply adding on the soft shell on top of the mesh jacket. Now, the best part is the thermal layer, it doesn't look out of place when worn as a casual jacket. Believe me, your wife won't roll her eyes because you're walking around the mall in motorcycle gear, but you will get approving nods from those who know Spidi. And when the conditions turn rainy, the waterproof outer shell comes in, or should I say it comes out. Again, it's a layer that's designed to go over the base layers, whether that base layer is the mesh jacket alone or with the thermal liner on top of it. It's cut roomy enough for both of those, but not overly baggy to catch wind. It's got some pretty smart visibility touches here and there that add to the safety without looking nerdy. Now, the best part is water just beads off and rolls off this breathable material so that it's easy to pack away without making a mess in your top box. I know you know what I'm talking about. And for those of you who like to ride on the wild side, it comes with removable stirrups to keep the jacket in place if you're riding in very rough conditions. Now, I'll be the first to admit, it's a bit of an unusual feature, but it's easily removed if you don't need them. Now, this is a jacket system that works when it's warm on the bike. It can be configured for when it's warm and wet, like we have here in our country. It can work when it's simply cold, but if you add that waterproof outer shell, voila, it now works when it's cold and wet. And guess what, guys? It even works when you're nowhere near the bike. This jacket is brilliant. The Navy SEALs have a saying, 1 is none and 2 is 1. That means that 3 is the secret to your mission success. And if that mission is to stay cool and protected, but have the versatility to adapt and overcome when the riding conditions change, then it's a big hoo-yah for the step-in armor system from Spidi. Well, that's all I have for you in this episode of the Man Cave. I hope you guys learned something new. I'll see you guys in the next one.